Hey guys, it's me, Julia. In this video, I'll be going over practice test number 6, calculator section, question 7. So let's get started. So the members of a city council wanted to assess the opinions of all city residents. All city residents about converting an open field into a dog park. The council surveyed a sample of 500 city citizens who own dogs. The survey showed that the majority of those sampled were in favor of the dog park. Which of the following is true about the city council survey? All right, so this question is a wait, like what? I'm doing this for math right now. And wait a second. Oh, sampling data. Okay. And you'll know this when the question itself is like really, really long. And it usually says, well, survey or the population, sample, and so on. And usually deals with people. And it can be about medicine. It can be about dog parks. It can be really anything, but it really deals with the accuracy and what kind of pool you're looking at. So in this case, the city council wants to know the opinions of all city residents about converting an open field into a dog park. The all city residents part is the key word. You want everyone. They want to take everyone into consideration. Okay. But then they're saying they surveyed 500 city residents who own dogs. That means they didn't ask the people who don't own dogs. They didn't ask the people who own cats and dogs. They surveyed cats. They surveyed people who own dogs. So that's kind of sus, right? I mean, not sus, but like the survey showed that the majority of those sampled were in favor of the dog park. Okay, that's the conclusion. Which of the following is true? So from here, we already know there's a mismatch of all city residents, but surveying people who only own dogs. People who own dogs. And in conclusion, they're in favor of the dog park. So what can we assume about the survey itself? So A, it shows that the majority of city residents are in favor of the dog park. But there is a problem in this statement. The majority of city residents are in favor of the dog park. So usually when you conduct these surveys and you want to know something about the residents or something about a huge population, you collect the sample, right? And the bigger the sample, the more accurately it represents the city residents. So you want it to be big. But in this case, we don't know how many city residents are there. So just assuming that, okay, so they took 500. They would take that 500 to represent the whole population. And in this case, they only asked the people who own dogs, meaning that's not the sole representative. It doesn't represent all city residents, because all city residents includes, people who don't own dogs, people who own cats, and so on. So that's we can't just assume that the majority of city residents will be in favor of the dog park. Sure, the majority of the people who own dogs are in favor of the dog park. Yeah, but then in this case, no. The survey sample should have included more residents who are dog owners. So that's not the problem here. The problem here is that they didn't include the people who don't own dogs, or like they didn't reflect the all city residents part. If this were to be a random survey, just people at the open field, just randomly collecting the surveys, that would be fine. But we don't want to add more dog owners. If we add more dog owners, the more narrow the sample is going to be. It's going to be concentrated on the people who own dogs. So of course, if they own dogs, they wouldn't want a dog park and stuff. So yeah, that's a no. The survey sample should have consisted entirely of residents who do not own dogs. So this one is another problem where they are just discarding the people who own dogs. So now it's going to be too focused on the population who don't. So if they don't own dogs in the first place, they might, not want a dog park and want an open field there. So that's a no. And the last one, which pretty much says what I wanted to say in this explanation video, is that the survey sample is biased because it is not representative of all city residents. So you need to know what you are looking for, or what the people conducting the survey is looking for, and what kind of sample they're taking. Is that sample able to reflect the population you're trying to look for? And if it's randomly sampled, or if it's just on one side or in one particular category of people. So you really need to pay close attention to this and to these points. And that's why I highlighted some. These sampling data questions tend to be really, really long, and students just skim over things. That's why they miss out on the small details. So it's really important for you to underline and keep track of what you are looking for. Thank you.